What's going on, everybody? Welcome to GameFreak. Today we are going to do another review of an Evercade cart, which I did like a lot when I got it, and that cart is the Astebros and Demons of Asteborg cart. I really did enjoy this cart when I purchased it. In fact, I didn't pre-order it, but I got it probably 3 or 4 days after its release. I'm not real big on pre-orders, so it's been a little while. So let's dive into this and see how I feel about it today. So the first game is Astebros. And Astebros is a roguelike game about the beginnings of the kingdom of Asteborg. You choose your hero among 3 different characters and go through dungeons to eliminate your formidable opponents. Defeat bosses to obtain valuable power orbs. Collect coins and materials to buy and upgrade your equipment. Discover mysterious secrets within the dungeons. All this alone or in pairs. Now, this game reminds me a little bit of like a Castlevania and Metroid combined. The Castlevania is like the dark side of it, where Metroid is more or less like upgrading your weapons. You have to do a lot of backtracking in this, but it's still a really fun game, you know? I grew up loving these platformers, side-scrollers like this, so it was really hard for me not to enjoy this game. Yeah, it's not an 8-bit, this is a 16-bit, but man, I love the side-scrolling platformers on the Sega Genesis, so this was a lot of fun. So the next game on the cart is Demons of Asteborg. And I'm just going to give you a heads up. I'm most likely going to pronounce a lot of these names wrong because a lot of the characters in this game have some weird ass names. So I'm going to do my best. If you want, you can make fun of the way I pronounce them. It is what it is. So the summary of the game goes like this. A long time ago in the kingdom of Asteborg, a war broke out. Sagramor, a powerful mercenary, and Maria, a witch mastering combative magic, joined forces to defeat the demonic army. Sagramor found a way to lock the demons in an alternate dimension at the cost of his own life. His sacrifice earned him the title of Legend of Asteborg. Decades later, Zadimus, the former leader of the demons, a survivor of the Great War, found a way to reopen the portal to the parallel dimension in order to free his fellow demons and declare war on humans in order to retake the kingdom of Asteborg. You will play as Gareth, Royal Guard of Asteborg, and you will set off on an adventure, braving the lands of the kingdom and its dangerous lands populated by bloodthirsty monsters. Along the way, you'll learn more and more about the ancient war and who you are. But be on your guard. Zadimus won't let you. Alright, so there are the 2 games on this 2-game cart. And I'm just going to get this out of the way right now. When they made Astebros, I'm pretty sure they must have been really big He-Man fans, because that wizard looks just like Orko. Looks just like him. I mean, there's way too many similarities there. And the castle on the title screen looks like Grayskull. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure they were Masters of the Universe fans. So that's pretty cool, man, because I was a big He-Man fan. So when it comes to Astebros, I really did enjoy it. I didn't like it as much as Demons of Asteborg, but you know, it was challenging. It was a good challenge, and it got a lot more fun the further you got in the game when you could upgrade your weapons. And it was pretty cool how you could change between 3 different characters. I think it was 3 different characters. Pretty sure it was 3. But pretty neat because each one of them has their own weapons and their own special power and everything. So it's really cool. It comes in handy, especially when it comes to the end bosses. So Astebros, I'm sorry. That was a really fun game. I enjoyed it. But like I said, Demons of Asteborg, I did like better, even though, you know, you're one character. But for some reason, that really brought out I guess my love for side scrollers was that game. I had a blast with that. It does get really tough in certain spots. Some people just didn't like either of these games. They thought that they kind of controlled bad and everything. I thought they ran really smooth. I enjoyed everything about them. Now, I'm not going to say that they're perfect games, but if you're into like the Metroidvania type games, you should love these. I mean, these were a lot of fun. Two like classic 16-bit side scrollers. I think these were actually like homebrew games to start out. And you can tell, the quality's good, but it's not like great like a lot of the other side scrolling platformers out there. But I did have a lot of fun with it. So, when it comes to this cart, I don't think it was a perfect cart, but I had a lot of fun with it. I really can't complain. I didn't like it enough to give it an A, but it's a solid B, maybe a B plus. I did have a lot of fun with it. So if you are considering buying it, I do recommend this. If you're into side-scrolling platformers, I think you'll have a lot of fun, and there is a good challenge to both of these games. So, hey, I want to thank you guys for joining me. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. It really helps out a lot, and I greatly appreciate it. And until the next video, game on, everybody.